this program of music to bring you a bulletin just received in the WOR newsroom.
All the humanity and all the parents are screaming around it.
I may, at this early hour in the morning, recapitulate
Is really new.
From sci-fi to music, computers to entertainment, nothing is off limits. Coming to you live from the Danger Room, voted best new two-person podcast east of Atlanta. This is RogueCast. And now, here is your host, T.R. Love.
Okay, we're back.
We're back. It
We're
was
back.
a long one day.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about FireFox 2.0 Beta 2.0.
Yep.
I downloaded it 2 days ago over the weekend.
Okay.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it.
I use Firefox 1.5 right now on my Apple, and I like the I like the engine. I think I liked what they've done with the Google, and I know that Safari does that for Macs too, but I think it's a better product.
It is. What I really like about it is that now the one big noticeable difference, besides the color of the icons and the way that it's all set up exactly the same and everything moved over from Firefox 1 to Firefox 2, when you hit another button, instead of opening up another Firefox window, it opens up another tab automatically.
Nice.
So it's just as tabs now, unless you want to open another window.
Yeah. See, 1.5 used to ask you if you wanted to open it in tabs, but it never allowed you just to open it up in tabs. So that's probably a very good benefit.
No, I'm talking about, when you come to a hyperlink and it says, because most of the time in the hyperlinks you can either go, it automatically assumes that you open another tab. It doesn't open in a whole nother computer.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's a good use.
So, and that I think that that actually closes down the number of windows that actually open up.
Which in turn
It
keeps
prevents
your computer speed.
It also prevents all those little pop-ups from popping up all over the place, which I hate.
Which you hate.
Yeah, because I don't know how many times they ask me if I need Viagra.
Well, do you need it?
Well, according to the commercials, I do.
I need a lot of things according to those commercials, but I'm not going to discuss.
My favorite one is the one that pops up and goes, "Your computer might be infected."
Yeah. Thank you for telling me about this virus that you're probably sending me right now. No.
No, that's my favorite one. It goes, "Your computer we've just scanned your computer and it might be infected. Well, press OK," and then as soon as you hit OK, it wasn't infected before you hit that.
Now it is infected.
Now it's infected.
And now they sell you the product that helps you uninfect your computer. Well, that's a good. I mean, tab browsing is the new future, I think, because it allows you to have less clutter on your space.
Oh, and I had to there were some weird features going back and forth between opening up a new tab and trying to come back, but I think those are going to be worked out.
Yeah.
The one thing I liked about it was when the Firefox, because it's still in beta format, I had to shut down the whole Firefox one time.
Yeah.
Everything.
Really?
And then when I relaunched it, it said that Firefox noticed that your session ended abruptly. And would you like to reestablish all the tabs all over again?
Nice.
And so everything came back.
Sweet.
All the tabs were then restored immediately,
So
which was a brilliant help.
Yeah. Well, it's saving what you're looking at and asking you if you want to check it out again.
Right.
Now, does it do that when let's say you close Firefox down and then you open it back up? Did it do that again? Didn't do that for you.
No. When I had to close them all down.
Oh yeah.
Like if it assumes if you have 10 open, and instead of closing all the 10, instead of going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then closing Firefox down.
Close Firefox.
If I close Firefox down by hitting the X at the upper right-hand corner and left all 10 of them up there and running, next time it would launch,
right
it would
back
go, you had all 10, you were still
Nice.
at 10 tabs open. Was that your intention? Or do you want to start a brand new session?
Nice. That's good.
So, I mean, I like that they don't automatically launch those 10 because for some reason, for whatever reason, you might have tried to dump those 10 and try to save your computer.
Yeah.
But then the other time is you could be surfing for. I hate when I'm doing surfing for travel or something like that, and one site doesn't lock in and locks up your entire browser.
And then you have 4 sites that you've been looking at, and then
Right.
everything shuts down. And you don't remember where you were.
You don't remember where you were.
Yeah. Well, and if you're looking at porn, you want to get the porn. back.
Remember, we don't surf porn.
Oh yeah, we don't.
We don't. We
surf
never
porn.
surf porn.
I don't even know what porn is.
Exactly.
It's some big word. I think
it's a 4-letter word in our dictionary.
It's a 4-letter word in our dictionary. It's an abbreviation for a longer word.
Oh,
but
yes.
I don't know what it stands for.
No.
No, I've never typed the word in porn in my computer ever.
There's only I think the internet has boiled down to 5 items.
Porn?
Okay, besides porn,
Okay.
porn, and
No,
porn.
I was going to say
travel.
Travel.
porn, banking,
music,
music,
and movies.
and movies.
There you go. Or if you lump movies and music in together, then you can say like you got banking, porn, music, and movies, like entertainment. You said, what was your fourth? Your fourth was, you said travel,
Porn, banking.
banking.
But banking has just become so big now.
Well,
I
you
love
do
banking.
Online banking is the most fantastic thing ever created.
I think it's great. I'd never thought that banking would be cool, but you go in there and now instead of going to the bank and having to go and see how much money you have and wondering if that check's going to bounce, now all of a sudden it's done.
And it wouldn't surprise me if in the near future we got one of those where you could deposit your checks via electronically. You get buy a how you can buy stamps now,
right?
That stamp thing that you just plug into your computer and you just buy it online. Wouldn't be surprising in the next 5 years if they don't create where you sign into a bank and they sell you this banking software that you can deposit your check at your house.
Wait, you heard it here first on RogueCast.
And if it comes out,
we want 5%.
Yeah, I mean, I basically gave away a great idea.
You just gave away $1 million
I'm just
invention.
not smart enough to create it, so it wasn't like I was going to create it anyway. So,
but it's your idea.
It's my idea, copyrighted.
Yes.
Adam Carroll.
And now that as soon as we put it up on the net, it will be there forever, so we can copyright it.
I have saved this. I'll save this podcast in my computer, and I'll mark the date so that in 4 years, on this date when it comes out, I can say.
Well, if today is
the 5th,
so that'll be 7th. Copyrighted by the 7th.
Copyrighted by the 7th. Adam Carroll created the first depositing machine for all banks.
All banks.
Plugged right into your computer, and it just faxes the check, and it sends you like a fax copy. It sends the real thing to the company.
No, why even fax it? Why not just go PDF?
There you go. Okay.
PDF the whole thing.
Like if you're on direct deposit, obviously you don't even have to worry about it.
No.
But let's say you get a check for $200 and you just want to deposit it, but you're watching. Maybe you downloaded something from the internet. I'm not saying porn. I'm not saying movies or music. I'm just saying maybe you downloaded something you don't want to get up.
Right.
Just put your check in the deposit machine. Click deposit.
Well, you could scan it.
Scan it, and then the bank calls you as soon as it's done. They say. Or they email you.
You know what's really funny about checks? I don't know if you ever know this, but the little funny letters, I mean, they've got those numbers that are really odd at the bottom. Those actually have magnetic ink in them.
Well, there you go.
So when they used to go through and run them through some sort of machine, it could actually read the numbers and read your banking account.
So why don't you? What you should do is you just.
I'm sure now they have some sort of invention where they could actually scan them.
You write the routing number, you write the account number, and the number of the check. And
you know what? I see some inherent problem in
oh,
Photoshop.
Yeah, you find a check.
Photoshop.
Yeah, well, of course, but I'm not saying.
I'm sorry. We photoshopped a $200 check to a $200,000 check.
Yeah. I'm not saying that. There aren't loopholes in everything. Online banking does provide a lot more to have a lot less security. If someone gets your password, they can just do a lot of banking.
And a lot of banking.
In a little time. And, I mean, they could do a lot of banking on my account. I don't have that much money, so go for it. Good luck.
I guess some bank. I guess if they got some people's passwords, I guess a little banking would be the operative word.
Yeah, a little. Yeah, for me, it would be a little banking. But no, I mean, FireFox. I really like the way they're going. I mean,
what other operating systems do you like besides? I'm a huge Firefox. The only thing is, there are so many programs that are now specifically written for IE.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you got Internet Explorer, which I despise.
Well, because they have so many holes in it.
Yeah, it's everything is Internet Explorer based on the PC except for Firefox. Mozilla, obviously. I use Safari,
right?
Because of the Apple. It's the Apple Basic. It's like the Internet Explorer for Apples. It's a really good design program. Firefox has taken what Safari created, and they made their own software. Right. The RSS thing is very nice on Safari.
Oh. Have you gone to at Google? They actually have an RSS feed.
Yeah, and you can do that with Safari is basically based in that, and then Google use that.
Yeah, because I use Google Calendar, Google. By the way, I want to tell you this. Talk about new programs that are available on the net. Google actually came out with their own word processing program.
Nice.
Online.
It's an online word processing.
Online, so you can do your whole online. You can write a whole paper online. Nice. They save it for you. They do everything online. So you can write your doctoral thesis, and if your computer crashed,
it's online.
It's online.
What's the program called?
I don't know. Just go to Google and type in word processing.
Nice.
And I'm sure Google word processing, and go there and check it out.
There you go.
Because they have probably Google Labs.
Yeah. Of course.
I love. By the way, Google Labs. Besides having the RSS feed and the calendar and the Gmail account and I don't even know what else they
Google Maps.
Google
Google
Maps.
Maps is just as good as
Have you
MapQuest.
seen Google? Have you seen the Google Maps? They've gone to Mars and they've gone to
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's Google for you, man. They can do
And they've gone besides Mars. They also have gone to the moon.
Mars and the moon.
If you
Google
go if you
Maps.
go to Mars, Google the face.
Google the face.
Yeah, or
of
type
Mars?
in when you go to the face one, and when you go to the Mars one, you go to type in like Sidonia or wherever the one where the face is, and you can actually pull up the whole face, and they
Nice.
actually have a where they speed into it.
Nice.
Like if you type in the moon and type in the Sea of Tranquility or something like that, it will actually take you to that region.
Wow. That's pretty impressive. I mean, Google's a good company.
By the way, these are all still in beta format, and I don't think they're ever going to turn out of. I don't think they're ever going to go.
Nah.
Now, because this way, they will keep always improving them.
Well, and I don't use Google Calendar. I use iCal, which is Apple's version of like Google Calendar, where you can basically.
But is it all online?
It's not online, but you can publish it online if you're a .Mac user, which I am. So, and then your calendar's online all times.
Well, the cool thing about the Google Calendar is that you can tell your friends, like if you set up like a tennis schedule, you can tell your other friends to then book online.
Nice.
And then so if you have like some sort of game or some sort of hobby together, you can invite certain people through Gmail to be part of the calendar.
Cool.
So then let's say that for RogueCast, I could give you a Gmail account and I could have a Gmail account, and then that way we could go in there and start typing in and putting in events coming up.
Doing it stuff like our
Right.
30th anniversary. 30th anniversary.
And where to
30th
meet and how often, and then Big Tommy could be part of this, and then
he could look into it.
right,
So-
and then also other people can look at it. They just can't have the ability to alter
register.
it.
Well, you know, Google is a fantastic machine. I like the way FireFox and Safari use Google. They have their own Google search that you don't have to go to google.com. So that's a beautiful thing. And
I forgot they got the Ajax part of Google where they have the new interface, the personal home site.
oh yeah,
You haven't seen that?
I
Instead of
haven't.
having the Google with the field of the middle, and then it says search.
maps,
Maps,
images, stuff
in
like
video, blah, 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 or pictures, video. Now my interface actually has an Ajax style where you get to pick the screens and
that.
everything
Nice,
else.
that's cool.
Really
That's
cool.
good.
All right, we're out of this segment, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the rules of dating.
Rules of dating for women, and it's kind of a survival guide for men.
Thanks for listening to another fine episode of RogueCast. For more information on the topics, guests, or hosts from this show, please visit RogueCast.com. The content from all segments of this show is copyrighted by RogueCast.com 2006.